Okay, another one under your belt.
Yes.
Number 5.
Number 5 it is.
How did it go?
Went very well. It was another very good year for our event. And I think one of the things we're talking about it, Tom Crotty and I, because Tom is the only person that's been a final judge all 5 years.
That's right.
And so Tom and I were talking to the rest of the judges when we got through and said this was the most difficult year.
Is that right?
Because this year, more than any other, while we've had good entries every year, this year more than any others, all 4 of the entries were much stronger as a group. So it made the decision process more difficult. And also they were in very different spaces, which made it interesting to kind of think about how you do it. So all 4 were really good, really strong, a lot of good attributes, and we think all 4 of them have a high chance of being successful. And what's also nice about it is that this year, through TAG's community, they were able to obtain enough professional services that all 4 will receive some professional services, even though Toomey is the only one that wins the cash prize. So given that all 4 are so much better quality, that turned out to be something very fortuitous for us and hopefully for them as well.
For a state that prides itself on being a technological leader and wants to keep them here on the farm, so to speak, this helps accommodate that goal.
Sure, we certainly hope so. That's been our goal from the very beginning. When we started this idea actually about 6 years ago, and when we at GRA got the idea together and we wanted a strong private sector partner, TAG was the first community we thought of, because we thought they were the ideal people. And when I sat down and talked with Tino the first time about it, it was a very easy sell. He immediately said, this is what we want to do. My people will get behind this, and he's been exactly right. And every year, the engagement gets better and deeper across the TAG community. So we think it's one of the premier entrepreneurial events in America, and it would not be so were it not for the type of support we get from the TAG community.
I have to ask, so we have 4 of them under our belt before today.
Right.
Have you tracked how those companies have done?
Tino's working on that right now. We know all 4 have received external funding, which is an important sign from their validation. And so, in fact, one of the things Tino's wants to do over the summer is get back in touch with each of those and find out a little bit more particularly how they're all doing. But they're all 4 here, they're in business, they've received external funding, and we think they're doing well.
Tuma, the winner today, what was your impression of them?
Very interesting. Certainly they have a great management team. They were a little further along than some of the companies, but every year we get people that are further along and they're newer in business development. But certainly a very talented team. They've thought about it. They've actually got some paying customers. There's a clear pain point in the market they're going after. They seem to know how to do that. It wasn't as much a real fancy, never been thought of technology as I think more of an astute application of technology into a market where there's a pain point that the market's willing to pay for.
Sid, 5 years, congratulations.
Well, thank you. And
Nicely
thank you, Richard,
done.
for your 5 years of helping us out.
My pleasure.
Okay, bye. See you.